Did you know that if you're a tall football player in Argentina, you don't have a chance to make it pro? Diego Maradona once stated, once you are too tall in Argentina's academy, we already know you won't be a good footballer. Most of the players who are very tall are somewhere doing other professions. Maradona explained that Argentinians believe in a style of play centered on close ball control at high speeds, which they feel is compromised by height. He added, every country has its philosophy. Other countries, they prefer giants only to score corners and play boring long balls. Here are 3 things you didn't know about Marcus Rashford. First, we have Marcus Rashford's surprising start as a goalkeeper. Back in his early days, he enjoyed defending the net for his local team Fletcher Moss Rangers before Manchester United saw his potential in the outfield. Next is Rashford's almost blue beginning. During his junior team days, Manchester City was one of the clubs vying for his attention, and he even started training with them. But fate had other plans, and Manchester United stepped in to bring the young fan to their side. Lastly, we can't forget about Rashford's football idol, Ronaldo Nazario. The Brazilian legend's hat trick at Old Trafford left a lasting impression on young Marcus, inspiring him to follow in Ronaldo's footsteps on the field. Did you know that Real Madrid's secret weapon isn't even a player? He's their unsung hero, fitness coach Antonio Pintus. Beyond tactics and superstar players, Zidane's successful stint at Real Madrid owed a lot to the team's remarkable physical resilience. In 2017 and 2018, they fielded the same starting lineup in 2 consecutive Champions League finals, thanks to Pintus. Using innovative masks that analyze oxygen and carbohydrate levels, Pintus designed bespoke training regimens that kept each player in peak condition. When he left Madrid in 2019, he transformed Antonio Conte's Inter Milan, helping Romelu Lukaku shed weight and hit the pinnacle of his career after a season plagued by injuries. In 2021, Real Madrid president Florentino Perez was quick to recall the mastermind fitness coach. Did you know that Cristiano Ronaldo faced immense hardships during his early years when Ronaldo was just 11 years old? He relocated from his home in Madeira, Portugal to join the Sporting Lisbon's academy. This move was challenging, especially being separated from his family. Adding to the difficulty, his family's financial struggles meant they couldn't send him money for meals. Though he tried to make do with the food from Lisbon's cafeteria, it was often insufficient. Late at night, hunger pangs would drive him to the McDonald's next to his dorm, lacking money to buy food. Ronaldo resorted to knocking. At the back door of the establishment, 2 kind-hearted women working there would offer him leftover burgers. He would eat these in a nearby alley, a small reprieve from his hunger. Later in his successful career, Ronaldo tried reaching out to these women to express his gratitude and offer help, but he hasn't managed to locate them yet. Here are 3 things you didn't know about Joao Cancelo. Firstly, did you know why Joao Cancelo wears the number 7 shirt? It's for his mom. Sadly, she passed away in a car crash 11 years ago. She loved football and always supported Cancelo. He almost quit after she died, but kept playing for her. The number 7 helps him feel close to her. Next, last season was great for Cancelo, even after leaving Manchester City in the middle of the season. He won medals in the FA Cup, Premier League, Champions League, and Bundesliga. Lastly, why did teams like Inter Milan, Man City, and Bayern let him go? It seems it's because he's hard to work with. He complains a lot and doesn't listen to his coaches. That's a big deal in football. Did you know that Pep Guardiola has chosen his ultimate 5-a-side team, and the striker in his team will surprise you? As his goalkeeper, he's chosen Andoni Zubizarreta. He was one of the best in the world in his day. His right winger is Johan Cruyff. He was Guardiola's mentor and taught him everything he knows about football. His central midfielder is Zinedine Zidane, one of the most elegant players to ever grace the game. His left winger is Diego Maradona, the greatest player of all time in Guardiola's opinion. And his striker is Ronaldo Nazario, one of the most prolific goal scorers in history. It's a shock that Lionel Messi does not exist in this team. Here are 2 footballers with the worst debuts. First, we have Lionel Messi, often hailed as one of the greatest footballers of all time, who had a debut for Argentina that he'd rather forget. Coming on as a substitute in the 63rd minute against Hungary, you'd expect the magic to begin. However, Messi's magic turned to misery just 2 minutes into his debut when he saw red after elbowing an opponent. Messi, ever so passionate about the game, was in tears in the locker room post-match. Then we have Moises Caicedo's first game for Chelsea. Signed for a staggering £150 million, big things were expected from the young star. However, his first game against West Ham was one he'd wish to erase from his memory. In just 37 minutes, Caicedo lost the ball 8 times, made 2 fouls, fired a shot that wasn't even close, and gave away a penalty in the dying minutes against a 10-man West Ham side. Certainly not the kind of debut any player or fan would wish for. Do you remember when Lionel Messi went unnoticed at a supermarket in Miami? Well, fast forward a few weeks, the situation was dramatically different. Messi paid a visit to an Adidas store in Miami, and this time hundreds of fans were waiting for him outside. They swarmed him, making it nearly impossible for him to get into his car. Truly, the Messi effect is unparalleled. Did you know that Borussia Dortmund's squad was reportedly happy to see Jude Bellingham leave the club? Here's why. Some players were put off by Bellingham's manner of communication during games. One notable incident from the 2021-22 season highlights this. Frustrated by a misplaced pass, he reportedly shouted at Nico Schultz, "You can't play a damn pass. You're so freaking bad every damn time." This aggressive approach led some teammates to question his leadership qualities, feeling he was often too negative. Additionally, the squad's overall mood was reportedly affected by Bellingham's demeanor, with claims that he frequently appeared moody. Lastly, some teammates perceived that Bellingham wanted to be the focal point of the team and suspected he might have been envious of the attention Erling Haaland received during the 2021-22 season. Did you know why Sadio Mane was kicked out of Bayern Munich? According to his agent, it wasn't about football. The issue was Mane's salary, which made him the top earner, and apparently Bayern Munich wasn't comfortable with an African player being in that position. His agent said that it wasn't a footballing decision to sell him. Mane's salary bothered the Germans. They didn't understand how an African player could join the club and become the top earner ahead of everyone else. So, they wanted to get rid of him. They never called the players' representatives, and they never told Sadio face-to-face that they wanted to let him go. Instead, they just sent Mathys Tel to inform him that he would be the third-choice left winger. Sadio has nothing to prove to the Germans. He didn't become the player he is thanks to Bayern Munich. It was thanks to Liverpool. Bayern were ungrateful, and paying an African player that much money hurt them. Initially, they leaked to the media that they were ready to sell him for 20 million euros. But after he returned to training, and they saw his good performances, they raised the price to 30 million euros. Sadio didn't demand any money from the very first meeting with Bayern. He gave them his word that he would join without talking about the salary.